QSD from the Denver Radio Club. Welcome to the Denver Radio Club Net, being held on repeater W0TX. This is a meeting held on the air every Sunday evening at about 8:30 p.m. Good evening. My name is Jim. My call sign is Kilo Zero Tango Oscar Romeo. I'll be your net control station transmitting from Littleton, Colorado. If there's an emergency or priority traffic during this net, say break at any pause, and the net will be suspended until the emergency or priority traffic is completed. This net is for Denver Radio Club members and all interested radio amateurs. We're here to share information concerning any ham-related activities. Regular meetings in the Denver Radio Club are held on the third Wednesday of every month at 7 p.m. And with the COVID-19 restrictions, we use a virtual meeting, and we use the Google system for our meetings. And the address for that is on our website, or if you're on our mail list, you'll get that just prior to each monthly meeting. Next meeting is going to be on December the 16th. An Elmer session is held at 6 p.m. just prior to our monthly meeting. This session addresses any amateur radio questions you might have. So whether you're new in amateur radio or interested in some new application of amateur radio, this is a session where you can get help. Also, every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m., except the third Wednesday when a monthly meeting is held, there's a learning net held on 145.490 megahertz and 448.625 megahertz. This is another area where you can find answers for your amateur radio-related questions. As a general interest club, we provide emergency communication for the Salvation Army, the City of Wheat Ridge Police Department, City of Lakewood Police Department, West Metro Fire District, and St. Anthony's West Hospital. We're always looking for members who would like to participate in this support. Please contact our club president if you'd like to help. And our current president is Jerry Vilhauer, W0GV. Jerry's telephone number is 303-467-0223. The Denver Radio Club website address is www.w0tx.org. Again, Jerry's telephone number is 303-467-0223. The Denver Radio Club also participates in the ARRL Voluntary Examiner Program. But again, with the COVID-19 virus restrictions, we have to set up a large area we can keep separation from all those taking exams. So we don't have the examinations held that frequently. We'll announce here on this net or on our website when we have a planned VE exam session lined up. And so if you keep monitoring those areas, you'll find when we have another one coming. If you have questions in regards to VE testing, you can contact our VE team lead, Tom Krashalski, KC2CAG. His phone number is 720-284-1911. This is the Denver Radio Club Net, W0TX, and this is K0TOR serving as net control. Are there any special announcements or bulletins for the net this evening? If so, please call now.
K0VBA, I guess.
K0VBA. Go ahead, Curtis.
Yeah, we have our ongoing general study sessions, and we're not very far into it, so if you want to join, you're welcome to. If you need the information, give me a call. K0VBA.
Curtis, just out of curiosity, do you have any idea how many you have attending the class?
I think we have the same one who attended the technician test, or technician class.
Oh, okay. Gee, that's kind of disappointing. I thought there'd be more participation in that. But I don't know. Maybe we'll find some more that want to join up. So, all right. I do have you checked in, Curtis, so appreciate the announcement. Before regular check-ins, I'd like to welcome and invite any visiting radio amateurs to check into the Denver Radio Club net this evening. During this net, we disable the requirement for the 100 hertz PL repeater access tone. So you can use either 145.490 megahertz with a minus 600 kilohertz offset, or 448.625 megahertz with a minus 5 megahertz offset. Are they visiting radio amateurs who would like to check into the Denver Radio Club net tonight? If so, please call now. Next, I'd like to welcome and invite any newly licensed or recently upgraded radio amateurs to check in. Please call now. I'll take regular check-ins in groups, and please let me know if you have traffic when you check in, and I'll get back to you. First, radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters A through E, Alpha through Echo. Please call now.
W0TX repeater.
110 Delta Papa Romeo, Paul Alpha Aurora.
N0 ETV, Lance, Aurora, no traffic.
November 5, Charlie Mike Kilo Greg in Denver, no traffic.
November 0 Delta Bravo Sierra, Dawn in Denver, no traffic. Good evening.
KB0CHT Jeff in Lakewood, no traffic.
KA5 DKS Ken in Arvada.
November 0 Echo Yankee Zulu, Jim in Littleton, no traffic. KF0 APD Drew, Aurora, no traffic.
Alpha Fox 0 Echo, Alex Bromfield.
At Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. K0VPA Curtis, K0DPR Paul, N0ETV Lance, N5CMK Greg, N0DBS Don, KB0CHT Jeff, KA5 DKS Ken, N0EYZ Jim, KF0, I think it was APV, Alpha Papa Victor. I didn't get the name. Could I have a name, please?
Drew.
right, thanks, Drew. And next I had AF0E Alex. Make one more call for radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters Alpha through Echo. Please call now.
Kilo Foxtrot 0, Charlie Baker Lima. This is Ed from Arvada.
Net Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-in. KF0 CBL Ed. Move on down the alphabet. Radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters F through J, Foxtrot through Juliet. Please call now.
W0GV Jerry Westminster.
Kilo 6 Hotel, Juliet Victor Tom, Arvada, no traffic.
Whiskey 0, India Bravo Alpha, Eric in Hudson, no traffic.
Alpha 0, Juliet Kilo. AA0 JK, Fred in Arvada. Good evening.
Net Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. W0GV Jerry, K6HJV Tom, W0IBA Eric, and AA0JK Fred. Make one more call for radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters F through J, Foxtrot through Juliet. Please call now. All right, we'll move on down the alphabet. Radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters K through O, Kilo through Oscar. Please call out.
Whiskey 0, Lima Foxtrot, Orland and Golden, no traffic, over. Kilo Echo 0, Oscar Sierra India, Tom Highlands Ranch, no traffic.
Whiskey 0, Mike Delta Kilo, Matt in Denver.
Kilo 0, Lima Alpha India K0 LEI, Larry in Lakewood.
Kilo Echo 0, Mike Golf Tango, Don and Aurora.
Kilo 0, Kilo Papa Sierra, Kevin Lakewood, no traffic.
WG0N, Dave in Lakewood.
Net Control would like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. WW0LF Orland, KE0OSI Tom, W0MDK Matt, K0LAI Larry, KE0MGT Don, K0KPS Kevin, and WG0N Dave. Make one more call for radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters K through O, Kilo through Oscar. Please call now. All right, we'll move on down the alphabet. And radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin with letters P through T, Papa through Tango. Please call now.
Whiskey Bravo 2, Sierra Hotel Romeo, Stanton, Denver, no traffic.
K0 RCW Robert in Lakewood, no traffic. November 0 Tango Romeo Papa, Jim in Lakewood, no traffic. Good evening.
Kilo Bravo 9er, Quebec Delta Golf, KB 9er QDG, Carl, Lakewood, no traffic.
At Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. WB2 SHR Stan, K0 RCW Robert, N0TRP Jim, and KB9er QDG Carl. Make one more call for radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin the letters P through T, Papa through Tango. Please call now.
W0TX Repeater.
Moving down the alphabet, radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters U through Z, uniform through Zulu. Please call now.
KF0UZ, Marshall and Glendale.
Kilo Echo 0 Victor Charlie Whiskey, John in Denver.
At Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. KF0 UV Marshall, KE0 VCW John. Make one more call for radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters U through Z, uniform through Zulu. Please call now. Cover the whole alphabet. Radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters A through Z, Alpha through Zulu. Please call now.
Kilo Echo 0, Romeo Victor Zulu, John in Lakewood, no traffic.
And at Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-in. KE0RVZ, John. And there'll be a chance for late check-ins a little later in the net. And at this time, I'd like to turn the net over to our club president, Jerry Vilhauer, W0GV, cover club business. Go ahead, Jerry, the net is yours.
Hey, Jim, well, thanks. I don't have too much. Just hope everybody's doing well and staying well. As you mentioned, next coming Wednesday will be our meeting night, virtual meeting. So our program will be presented by Bob Witte, K0NR, and it's titled "Having Fun with VHF." And I think you'll find Bob very informative and interesting to listen to. He could tell us about some discussion on VHF Basics and VHF Contesting and operating summits on the air, which is a big thing with Bob. So mark your calendars, check in with us. I think you'll enjoy the program, and like I say, I hope everybody's doing well. W0GV, back to you, Jim.
All right, thank you, Jerry. Appreciate that. Look forward to the meeting this coming Wednesday. And let's see, looking through my check-ins, I don't see anyone that indicated they had traffic. This is the Denver Radio Club Net, W0TX, and this is K0TOR Net Control Station. Does anyone have any other comments, information, or business for the net? If so, please call out.
Alpha 0 Juliet Kilo.
AA0JK Fred, go ahead, that's yours.
Okay, thank you, Jim. We've got traffic for KF0UV Marshall after the net. Marshall, we got some traffic for you. AA0JK, back to you, Jim.
All right, thanks, Fred. Appreciate that. Another call. Anyone else have any other comments, information, or business for the net? Please call out. All right, do we have any late check-ins? Please call out.
November 0, Golf Tango Golf, Kurt in Denver.
Kilo Delta 0, Golf Bravo X-Ray, Brad in Lakewood.
Net Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. N0GTG Kurt and KD0GPX Brad. Make one more call. Any other late check-ins, please call out. All right, I'll go through and review the next weekend's contests and upcoming Hamfest. Don't have any Hamfests on the calendar at this point in time. Hopefully with the new vaccine coming out, we'll get back to some Hamfests here soon. Certainly would be a welcome sight, I'll tell you. And let's see what contests we have coming up here this next weekend. First one I got on the calendar is the Fell Hill Sprint. Begins on December 19th at 0 hours Zulu, goes through December 19th until 23:59 hours Zulu. That is on 160 through 6 meters, and that's a digital contest. Next, we have the OKDXRTTY contest. Begins on December 19th at 0 hours Zulu, goes through December 19th until 23:59 hours Zulu. That one is on 80 through 10 meters. That's a digital contest. Next, we have the RAC Winter Contest. Begins December 19th at 0 hours Zulu, goes through December 19th until 23:59 hours Zulu. That's on 160 through 2 meters. That's the CW and phone contest. Next, the Croatian CW contest begins on December 19th at 1400 hours Zulu, goes through December 20th until 1400 hours Zulu. That one is on 160 through 10 meters. That's the CW contest. Next, we have the ARRL Rookie Roundup. Begins on December 20th at 1800 hours Zulu, goes through December 20th until 23:59 hours Zulu. That's on 80 through 10 meters, and that's the CW contest. And lastly, I have Run for the Bacon QRP contest. Begins on December 20th at 2300 hours Zulu, goes through December 21st until 0100 hours Zulu. That's on 160 through 10 meters, and that's a CW contest. noon net. They meet daily at 12 noon, where early check-ins begin at 11:30. They meet on a frequency of 7.240 megahertz, which is on 40-meter band. Salvation Army Saturn net meets at 1500 hours Zulu. That's 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. They meet Monday through Saturday, frequency of 14.265 megahertz, which is on the 20-meter band. The Denver Radio Club maintains the following repeaters for use by all radio amateurs: 147.330 megahertz with a positive offset, 145.490 megahertz with a negative offset, a 224.380 megahertz with a negative offset, a 449.350 megahertz with a negative offset, a 448.625 megahertz with a negative offset, a 447.825 megahertz with a negative offset. Our digital turbo repeater operating on Brandmeister on 446.7875 megahertz with a negative offset, and our C4 FM digital repeater on 449.775 megahertz with a negative offset. A 447.825 megahertz repeater is configured for narrowband FM, and that requires a digital coded squelch of 073. There are two repeaters on 147.330 megahertz. Repeater in Lakewood requires a 100 hertz PL tone. Second repeater located east near Franktown requires a 131.8 hertz PL tone. We have a second repeater on the same frequency out east to improve coverage along the Front Range and into the canyons. However, having two repeaters on the same frequency that has different frequency propagation, we ask that you monitor the frequency to ensure neither is in use prior to making your call. The 449.350 megahertz repeater provides wide area coverage, and this repeater hosts our Echolink station, W0TX, node number 4140. And the 448.625 megahertz repeater is linked with a 145.490 megahertz repeater. The repeater on 449.775 is now a C4 FM digital only repeater. Each repeater requires a 100 hertz PL tone for activation, except as noted, and each uses standard offsets. And for packet, we have the 145.050 megahertz gateway on 2 meters that is interconnected with the 14.105 megahertz gateway on 20 meters for packet QSO. And we have a 6-meter repeater on 53.09 megahertz with an input on 52.09 megahertz with a required 107.2 hertz PL tone. Your support of the Denver Radio Club is greatly appreciated. If you'd like to participate in any of the many club activities, please contact our club president, Jerry Howard, W0GB. And I'd like to thank everyone for checking into the Denver Radio Club Net tonight. Your support is greatly appreciated. I hope you all have a great week, 7-3. And tonight we had a total of 32 check-ins, and the Denver Radio Club W0TX Net is now closed at 8:58, and repeaters available for regular use. This is K0TR, your net control station, and please stand by a moment while I return the PL tone to the repeater.